Bringing it a little bit more locally here too, this past week we had a conversation with a number of, with our staff members and some moms who are working in the school districts, and we were processing some about all that the last 18 months has meant to families and teachers. Can anybody say this has been a cakewalk? Most people, everybody will say that this has been far from simple and far from what we would like it to be. And boy, the need to forgive ourselves in the midst of everything that has occurred over the past 18 months, how important that is. A couple phrases that I heard from this meeting are, I feel like last year I was 90% teacher, 10% parent. I think at times we felt as though parenting was so secondary when we were trying to preserve that which was online. Doing this, doing that. We know the behavioral issues that have manifested themselves in children here at St. Andrew. They, as teachers, are preparing for the circumstances of what will happen when the kids are back in the classroom full time. They know that when junior and high school kids arrive back in the classroom, did you know that they all figuratively sat in the back row of their classrooms? If they weren't literally in the back row, they were in the back row figuratively saying nothing. They're used to being completely anonymous from their teachers. Camera on or camera off, on mute or not on mute, but they're used to being in the background, and that's the circumstance that our teachers are having to prepare for. The other phrase that one of the moms said was, who's also a teacher, said, I caught myself several times over the years saying, this is good enough. This is good enough. She said, I would never say those words, except as I started getting my way through the pandemic, those became words of grace. And I would say they became words of forgiveness. It's okay if it's good enough. We don't have to run circles around life in the middle of a pandemic. So I do think we get caught sometimes with the inability to give ourselves grace, to forgive ourselves, to take a deep breath, and to know that circumstances are beyond our control, but also to come here in this place to have your whole person endorsed. Peter and Jesus had a relationship here, as I've already talked about, and I return to that story again, where Jesus said, Peter, you're my guy. You might not be perfect, but you're my guy, and I will walk with you, and you will walk with me far beyond my presence with you in this world. And the Holy Spirit will lead you, and the Holy Spirit will guide you, and you will be effective in your own way. It's okay. You're forgiven. So when we think about what's the point in forgiveness, my angle on it here this morning is learning how to forgive ourselves and to take a deep breath and trust in the goodness of God.